Hey guys, my name is Janelle Ewing. My topic for our topic of interest page was selecting linguistically diverse books for English language learners. I picked this topic because I think it's really interesting. I believe that it is very important to get kids to read, and I think that all children have a certain kind of book that they like or a certain topic they would like to learn more about. And I also remember reading about other cultures and different things when I was a kid, so I think that it's important to include those in future classrooms. Key concepts of selecting diverse books is getting to know your kids and getting to know their cultures and their languages, because then that will help you decide what kind of books that you need to put in your room. What level reading are they at? How far are they in their English language acquisition? Because if they're further than others, then they might be able to read harder English books, but if not, then we might need to put some easier English books in the classroom for them to still learn that vocabulary and keep things going. Um, some advice for this topic is really just getting to know your kids, getting to know what they can accomplish, what they can do, how they learn, best ways to teach them, and all of that. And not only do you have to find books that match them linguistically and culturally, you need to match their interests. So if a child is not interested in reading about robots and rocket ships, then I don't suggest you fill a bucket of Spanish robot and rocket ship books and be like, here you go. You really need to ask them what they're into or pay attention to them to see what they're into so that you can do your research as a teacher and find books that they'll understand and that they'll enjoy. Some teaching activities that go well with this are close reading and vocabulary role play. With the vocabulary role play, the way it helps the English language learners is that you take the certain words that they may or may not know in English and you can act them out. So if you're reading a book about firefighters, they may not know that word firefighter, but as soon as you dress up one of your students as a pretend firefighter, then it'll hit them like, oh, yeah, that's a person that goes and puts out fires. And then they can match the word that they know to the word that we know. So that way they're understanding all the vocab that we're learning about in our books. With the close reading, it's teaching them how to ask themselves open-ended questions in books so that they can further understand the content. So the way you could do that is by leading a reading circle and asking them these questions. So why does Sally feel the way she does in this book? What made her feel this way? Um, how can Sally make herself feel better? If you ask those certain questions during your reading out louds, then they will go back to their desks and hopefully do that by themselves when they're reading.